After a 5-year hiatus from the big screen, Disney and Lucasfilm are preparing to return to the iconic world of Star Wars with a new trilogy that promises to captivate fans once again. Following the release of Star Wars Episode IX: The Rise of Skywalker in 2019, there has been a noticeable absence of theatrical Star Wars content, but that is about to change. Disney has enlisted the talents of Simon Kinberg, a renowned writer and producer best known for his work on blockbuster franchises like X-Men and Deadpool, to lead the charge on this highly anticipated new trilogy. According to a report by Deadline, Kinberg will not only write but also produce this fresh entry in the Star Wars saga. The reports surrounding this trilogy have sparked excitement among Star Wars enthusiasts, with speculation suggesting that it will constitute episodes 10 to 12 of the central Skywalker Saga. This would mark a continuation of the story that began in 1977 with Star Wars Episode IV: A New Hope and has since grown into one of the most beloved and influential franchises in cinematic history. The notion of revisiting the Skywalker family, albeit years after the events of The Rise of Skywalker, has stirred excitement for a new chapter. However, sources close to the project have provided conflicting accounts, with some claiming that the trilogy will instead introduce a completely new saga set within the Star Wars universe, unrelated to the Skywalker family altogether. Despite the speculation, both Disney and Lucasfilm have remained tight-lipped, neither confirming nor denying these details, leaving fans to eagerly await further official announcements. Kinberg himself took to social media to acknowledge the project, sharing a photo of the Deadline article confirming the news. His caption was nostalgic and heartfelt. "A long time ago in a galaxy not so far away, I was a little kid who wanted to tell stories because I saw a movie called Star Wars." This personal reflection from Kinberg reflects the deep influence that Star Wars has had on many in the film industry, and it adds to the anticipation for his take on the franchise. While Disney has continued to expand the Star Wars universe through its Disney Plus streaming platform, where shows like The Mandalorian and Ahsoka have garnered enthusiastic followings, the film side of the franchise has been notably quieter. After the conclusion of the Skywalker Saga and The Rise of Skywalker, the studio had planned a new trilogy from writer and director Rian Johnson, who helmed Star Wars Episode VII: The Last Jedi. This trilogy was announced back in 2017 and generated significant buzz, but since then, little has been heard about its development. In April 2023, Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy remarked that the project was still in active development. But many fans and industry insiders now believe that it may no longer be a priority. Adding to the confusion, Johnson and his producing partner Ram Bergman recently signed a 2-picture deal with Warner Bros., which has led many to speculate that the trilogy may have been quietly shelved. Despite the uncertainty surrounding Johnson's trilogy, Disney and Lucasfilm remain focused on expanding the Star Wars franchise with fresh projects. The next Star Wars movie slated for release is The Mandalorian Grogu, set to hit theaters on May 22, 2026. This film will follow the beloved characters from the Disney Plus series, with Pedro Pascal reprising his role as Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, and Grogu, also known as Baby Yoda, continuing to capture the hearts of viewers around the globe. The film will continue the story of the dynamic duo and promises to deliver more action, adventure, and emotional moments that fans have come to expect from the Star Wars universe. In addition to The Mandalorian Grogu, Disney and Lucasfilm are developing 3 more untitled Star Wars films, each set in different time periods within the expansive galaxy. These films, announced in April 2023, represent new and exciting directions for the franchise. The first film is being developed by writer-director James Mangold, known for his work on Logan and Indiana Jones and The Dial of Destiny, and co-writer Beau Willimon. This film will explore the dawn of the Jedi, taking viewers back to the very beginnings of the Jedi Order and the early days of the Star Wars galaxy. It promises to dive into the ancient lore of the Jedi, offering fans a deeper understanding of their origins and the forces that shape the galaxy. The second film, from The Mandalorian and Star Wars Rebels creator Dave Filoni, will be set between the original and sequel trilogies during the New Republic era. Filoni's film will explore the aftermath of the Galactic Civil War and the rebuilding of the galaxy following the fall of the Empire. Given Filoni's deep involvement in the Star Wars universe and his successful work on the Clone Wars and Rebels, this film is expected to tie together threads from various Star Wars stories, providing fans with a rich and exciting narrative that bridges the gaps between the trilogies. The third project is being developed by Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, an Academy Award-winning director known for her work on Ms. Marvel. This film will follow a new Jedi Order set 15 years after the events of the sequel trilogy, exploring the next generation of Jedi and their role in a galaxy that is still recovering from the events of the Skywalker Saga. Obaid-Chinoy's involvement has generated considerable excitement, with fans eager to see how she will shape the future of the Jedi and the galaxy itself. Simon Kinberg, the man tasked with writing and producing this new trilogy, has had a diverse and accomplished career in Hollywood. He began his career as a writer in the mid-2000s, contributing to the scripts of films like XX State of the Union 2005 and the action thriller Mr. and Mrs. Smith 2005, starring Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. He quickly made a name for himself in the comic book world, working on X-Men The Last Stand 2006, Jumper 2008, and Sherlock Holmes 2009. Kinberg's involvement in the X-Men franchise expanded with his writing and producing role in X-Men Days of Future Past 2014, one of the most critically acclaimed films in the series. He also worked on the 2015 Fantastic Four reboot, though it was not as well received. Kinberg went on to produce the Deadpool films, though he did not write them, and has earned a reputation for his strong storytelling and ability to balance character-driven narratives with blockbuster action. Kinberg's experience with the Star Wars franchise goes back to 2015, when he received a creative consultant credit on Star Wars Episode VII The Force Awakens and a thanks credit on Rogue One 2016. His deep familiarity with the Star Wars universe and his success in other high-profile franchises make him a fitting choice to take the reins of this new trilogy. Fans are hopeful that Kinberg's talent for blending action, heart, and compelling characters will lead to a fresh yet familiar take on the Star Wars saga. With new projects on the horizon, including the much-anticipated return to the big screen, the future of Star Wars looks incredibly bright. Whether Kinberg's trilogy will continue the Skywalker legacy or usher in a new era of Star Wars stories, one thing is certain: fans will be waiting with bated breath for the next chapter in this legendary saga.